Friday here, Friday night. As always, it is 9:21. We're kind of a little bit late because of some technical little adjustment that we need to do here at the station. But to everybody out there watching us here in the Pacific, good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, it is Saturday at 1:20 p.m. So I hope, as always, I pray that you have a wonderful lunch with your friends, family, loved ones, significant others. So magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat or magandang hapon. And if you are watching in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And for our team replay and a happy viewing to you as well as team share. A happy viewing to everybody, and I wish you having a great time. It is December 1. Can you believe that? December 1. So 24 more days, and it's that wonderful holiday, which is Christmas, the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So, and we are live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. As always, we're simultaneously live also on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe by liking, sharing, and subscribing to PHLB Radio so you don't miss any of our show. And if you want to be notified every time we're on, just click on that notification bell. So we're hoping that you would be able to grant us that opportunity to share and like and subscribe. Also, we are simultaneously airing also on PHLB Facebook, PSHB Radio Facebook page. So also, we are, if you're using Amazon Fire TV, look for PHLB Radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you want to know more about the station as well as our shows, all you have to do is log into our website, which is www.phlbradio.com. Now, tonight is a special night. As always, we have a very special guest all the way from UK, United Kingdom. And I cannot wait to talk and chit-chat with this young lady and hear some of her fantastic, amazing God-given voice. And I know a lot of you are so excited to watch, hear her. So it's up close and personal to Ayana Poblete, all the way from United Kingdom or UK. Hello, Ayana. How are you?
Hello po. Hi. Well, I'm doing okay po. Kayo po, kamusta?
Mabuti. Well, everybody, just to let you know, this is a big sacrifice for her because in UK, it is 5:21 a.m. in the morning, and this is a morning of Saturday. Am I correct? So for them, it's December 2nd already.
Yes, it is true. It's December 2 here now. So yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I know a lot of people are already watching. So those people who are watching right now, you could type on your type on where you are and where you're listening or watching us from, so I could give you a shout out. Now let's do this. So Ayana is all the way from UK. Okay, Ayana, where are you from originally? Where are the Pobletes originally from?
We're originally from the Philippines. We're currently residing in Manila, pero proud Caviteña ako.
So what part of Cavite?
Dasma po.
Dasma. Okay, yes. But when I read your bio and I did my research, your early days, your school was it Santa Isabel?
Yes po.
Did you go there for your high school or for grade school?
I started there at preparatory.
Like
preparatory until
kindergarten, right?
Yes po. So bale 11 years. I was there for 11 years, preparatory until high school.
So talagang ka, Santa Isabel. Is that used to be? Is it still at all girls school?
Oh no, they're more
co-ed.
It's now co-ed, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, before anything else, Rosana Miller Barrera is watching. Hi, sending love from Doha, Qatar. And then she said, hello, Kuya Josh. And then, of course, Katrina Poblete Salum. I wonder who she
Of
is.
course.
Watching from Doha, Qatar with Rosano Millar, Lima Abela, and Medi Mendoza. I think I'm killing your name. Dios Mabalos, PHLB, sabi ni Rosana. Hello, everybody. Happy viewing all the way from Doha, Qatar. I wonder what time is it in Doha. And the much-awaited guest we have today. And Katrina is, of course, the loving mother of our guest today. So, Katrina, happy viewing to you. And then, of course, Lime Abelia is watching from Marshall's Island. Where is Marshall Island? Is it in Qatar as well?
No, I think it's an entirely
Si
different
Nurse
place.
Rowena daw, proud tita here.
Hi, Tita Gore.
You will have fun with this young lady, with this interview that we're gonna do for her. Okay, so we know that you're from Santa Isabel, you're from Cavite, Dasmariñas, Cavite, and because when people say Dasma, they thought it's Dasma Village in Makati. So this is Dasmariñas in Cavite. So, and then you went to college, of course, they call it the oldest Catholic Pontifical University, which is University of Santo Tomas, correct? UST. And what did you take? What was your major in at UST?
I studied at the Conservatory of Music po, Bachelor of Music, emphasis in musical theater.
Oh my God. You're giving me goosebumps because I know what I'll be asking you in a few seconds here.
Okay, well.
Okay, now before anything else, so you finish your degree in music and theater arts at UST, and then why are you in UK? I mean, let's be proud here. Let's be proud Filipino. You have taken your master's, your MA, in the beautiful country of UK. So tell us about what was the transition about from UST. Was it did you go to UK on your own? Was it a musical scholarship? So walk us to that process.
I was at the last leg of my bachelor's degree, like the last 2 semesters, I think. And it was during the pandemic where I finished my degree, but I kept contemplating what to do next after my bachelor's. Then me and my mom, we went on a deep discussion and like, how about just do your master's? She suggested. I didn't really think where to go, as long as if I said, okay, if I'm going to pursue my master's in the same degree I took in my bachelor's, I'm like, well, it's either US, UK, or Australia. So my mom and I had an agreement that, yeah, why not UK? It seems more chill, chill and literally chill, because we're -2 right now. I'm freezing. And in a way, they prioritize classical training as well, not just marketing, but they really emphasize your training as an individual, as a performer as well. So they help you develop through that.
Now,
I chose UK.
Did you live by yourself prior to moving to UK, or you always been? Because I've been traveling like you, and I was telling you I was in UK. I was in London a couple of weeks ago, and to be by yourself in London, it's not a walk in the park, and being a female at that. So was that something you have done already in the past, or this was totally new to you?
I have been traveling since I was 9, but I've been traveling alone since I was 9. But since I'm a minor, there are people like airport staff that are assisting me. But now that I'm of legal age, I'm like, yes, I've only traveled alone, and I really don't know what I was doing. I was just following the signs. I'm like, okay, just wing it. Hope for the best.
Oh, before we continue, let's see here. There's a lot of people watching us today. Okay. Okay. Then, of course, we talk about Lima Belia, watching from Marshall Island. And then, of course, she's a proud tita. And the Rosana Millar is saying, Mars Rowena, hi, sis. Said no Pacific. And then Sahara. Oh, Sahar, Hiti, Jabra. I hope didn't murder. Watching from Lebanon. Wow. And then, of course, Catherine Cruz is watching us as well. She's the wife of the former Consul General of Los Angeles and now Secretary Del Cruz. Watching with you, my dear, she said. And then Jean Elia Gostin, watching from Beirut. Very proud of you, she said. Very proud of you. And then Catherine Poblete, your mom said, Senshi, Lorna, and Pipo, Sifra. Okay, I think everybody's... Okay, I think if I missed any of you and I murder your name, I apologize. Okay, now you are in UK. How long have you been in UK?
I've been here for a year now, which is the span of my master's. A year and a few months, probably 3 months. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And since your training was in classical, you said, and theater. Okay. Before anything else, before we go further with us asking her all this up close and personal. It's 5:30 right now in the morning in UK. So I'm gonna challenge her, and hopefully her neighbor will not knock on her door. So she prepared some performances for us live. So that I would like to a little bit challenge her and for all the world to see how wonderful this young lady is. And she's young because she's less than 25. To be precise, she's 24 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong. So she's still fresh, very, very fresh. And of course, a very fine young lady, good looking at that. And we will hear her. So you tell us first, Ayana, what is your first performance? Why did you choose this song among the many songs? Is there something significant of this song? So kind of lay out for us why this song and what's the significance of this song for you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you the floor to Ayana Poblete.
Okay, so the first song I'll be singing is from the musical Cabaret, Maybe This Time, which was performed by the amazing Liza Minnelli. And the reason why I chose this song is because I've never really thought of relationships in any way. But I was like, you know what? If ever someone does end up fancying me, as the term here, fancy, like maybe, this could be it. If it's not, it's not. But hey, why not? If it is. So yeah, it's more of a hopeful feeling, kind of delusional, but it's a good type of delusional.
So ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, maybe this time, cover of Ayana Poblete.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor, something's bound to begin. It's It's time. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I want to be. Happen sometime. Maybe this time. Maybe this time I'll win.
Wow. Well, we just have like a technical glitch because when you go like the high notes, the voice is gone. So I think it's an adjustment on whatever machine you're using, but it's beautiful. Thank you. It gives us goosebumps, and I can't wait other performance doing today. Before anything else, Tyrone De Villa is watching us from the Philippines. I think Quezon City. Tyrone, I know Tyrone has a business with his wife. It's a aesthetic business. Tyrone, just text me on the chat box so I could advertise it or I could promote it in some way. Tyrone De Villa, they opened I think a year ago, after the pandemic. It's a aesthetic company, and I heard it's really, really good. Type in where it is, and so I could mention it on air. And then, of course, Gra MC, watching from Qatar as well. Hello, happy viewing to you guys. Okay, now, so we know, how long are you going to be in UK? How long are you going to be staying there? Are you flying home? Are you going back to Qatar? I know you come and visit Qatar most often, and you said you've been traveling since you were 9 on your own. That was so amazing. And UK is different because I lived here in LA, I live in the US, and London. Firstly, it's very expensive there. It's very expensive, and the good thing though is language-wise they speak English, except the enunciation is kind of different. Like the subways, the tub, and then of course the restroom is a lo, and then of course dessert is afters, and the spaghetti is faggot. So you kind of learn on that. So you have to do a little adjustment. So how was the adjustment for you coming from of course from UST or the Philippines and going to UK? Firstly, the accent is different, and then some of the terminology is different. So was that a big adjustment? How was that experience for you?
Transition was luckily it was like if I were to determine it as a level of difficulty, it's around the medium one. Because I agree with you, like there are some terminologies that I don't understand, some slang phrases that I've never heard of. I didn't know that quid means pound. I didn't know that was a currency. And then I didn't know that a fag here means to smoke. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and then I never heard pop to the pub. I'm like, pop, what's pop? I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what they meant. I'm like, okay. So mostly it's just the terminologies, but as for what I notice is like, it's kind of a blessing that I came out of college heavily caffeinated and and then I arrived in the UK that thrives in tea, coffee, and alcohol. So I'm like, I think I'm in the right place. Like, perfect.
Are we allowed to tell your mother about the alcohol?
She knows, actually. When she visited here last holidays, I'm like, she was surprised that I couldn't get in the pub, even though I'm of legal age. I have the ID, and I still had to bring my passport.
Because you look very young. I think that's a blessing of being Asian. Our Asian genes, it it really doesn't show a real age because like you look so yeah in my book if I see you and I would assume you're petite as well. So if I see you, I would think you're like when you're 18 or early, not even past 20, 21.
Where Asians always have, I think Asians have the Benjamin Button disease. We
Correct.
we age
True.
backwards. It's a nice
The
thing. It's a
older we get,
blessing
the
and a
young,
curse.
as they said, like the Benjamin Button syndrome. The older we get, the
Yeah.
younger we look.
Yes, that is
Now,
true.
how
It
do
is
you
a
cope
curse.
up with the cooking though? Because like you cannot have dinuguan. There's no such thing in the UK. Because when I was there, we were craving from some Filipino food, and there's nothing there. There's no raw material where you could buy. So how do you cope up with that? So like the sinigang, did you bring all the sinigang mix?
Okay. Luckily, where I studied, there's a nearby Asian store that actually, well, they sell Chinese and Korean food predominantly. But luckily, when I saw the sinigang pack, I'm like, grab. I didn't hesitate. I'm like, I need the soup because it's so cold. This is the only thing I have to warm me up. But yeah, I really have to adapt to whatever is around me. It's like, for example, I agree with you. There aren't any raw ingredients for me to work with, but if there are some ingredients that are somewhat similar, I think we just really have to use our creativity and be resourceful in wherever we are in regards to it. But luckily, when I moved here in London, I'm like, oh, wow, there's actually a Filipino store right here. So I'm just gonna go there. So nice.
Oh, how far are you from the West End, the district, the theater district? How far are
Mm.
you at? Because like I stayed at like what I mentioned to you off air. I stayed at Segwell, which is a beautiful, beautiful hotel. It's just 2 years old, and I was smack right at the theater. That's why I was able to watch Leia for Old Friends. How far are you from that? And I'm setting the stage because I'm coming back maybe first quarter of next year, and I will definitely, if you're still around, I'm gonna hook up with you because I think you're gonna be a local then. So I
Uh,
really had the best time in London. I mean, the last time I was there was like six years ago until most recently. So how far are you, like, from the they call it West End district or the theater district? How far are you from that?
by tube. See, that's another thing. They don't
Yeah.
call it train or subway or metro. They call it tube. I don't understand why. Um, I am I'm at the northwest outskirts of London, so it's like a little village, but not really provincial village. But by tube, it's just 30 minutes away from the West End. So,
Oh, okay. That's not that far. It's like half an hour, half an hour. Okay, and then before anything else, hello to CM. CM is watching us from Quezon City. Emma Consul is watching us. Hi, Emma. Tita Em, with everybody. She's a dear friend of mine, and she's watching from Carson, California. And then, of course, Lorna Shimojo. Love the voice, she said. And good job, Ayana, she said. I guess she knows you as well. And then, of course, Nars, Rowena, our family cats. Tala, Lily, Coco, Benny, Taco, Ruru, Shaja, Ida, and Bongbong watching too with me. Hello,
oh
watching
no.
Nars, watching from where? Let me know where you're from, so at least I could give you a good shout out. So everybody's here, and oh, I wonder if our connection's doing well now. Because I wanted to show some pictures. Hopefully, it's already. Are we ready to show some pictures? Um, Ayana is the only child, and she's her mom calls her única hija. So in Spanish, only daughter. So you don't have any siblings, right?
No, no, I don't.
So how was it growing up, being the only child? Would you consider yourself to be spoiled brat? Do you get all your way? What? Let me know on how was the adjustment being the only child? Do you get all the affections and all the everything that you wanted, like Barbie dolls growing up and stuff? Being the only child, because I think there's an advantage and disadvantage of being an only child. So you tell to be an only child, was it difficult for you to socialize growing up, being that you have your own little world and then all of a sudden, are you okay?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just looking at the background just in case.
Okay.
I think one of the neighbors came in.
Okay. Are we okay?
I just said good morning to them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So how was that being an only
Hmm.
child?
I agree with you that it's like a double-edged sword. It's both a blessing and a curse. I'm thinking it's like, it's a bit much, but I appreciate it either way about it sometimes because if the attention is all on you, I kind of worry that like, I'm not really that free to hang out that much. I mean, I do hang out, but just like any stereotypical Asian household, it's like if you want to go out, you have to give a 1 week notice and they will give you a
All right.
response in 3 to 5 working days. So I'm like, okay. And there's like a huge background check on who you're hanging out with and stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm grateful for it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As for socializing, I agree. It's a bit more difficult, but I think I'm like any other child that, whether with siblings or not, like I talk to walls if I have to be creative at some point. Okay, I'll just talk to dolls or a wall. Have a conversation with a wall. Maybe that'll do. I guess that's where my creativity sparked.
Now,
Just
how was your relationship with your mom, with Katrina?
my relationship with my mom is I think we're like Tom and Jerry sometimes. They're
Meaning,
sometimes Tom and Jerry is like we bicker a lot, like every typical mom and daughter vibes. Like we do bicker, but the bickering and like of course it starts at a high argument and then it slowly dies down to a playfulness, and I don't know how that transitions. So it looks like a cartoon. That's what I don't know. It's like, are we fighting or are we what's going on? But we always try to find a gray area where we can both connect. So in a way, I call it Tom and Jerry because it's so comical and animated until it actually is just entertaining and we're just connecting. We're like friends. So
wow.
yeah.
Yo, let me show some pictures
Okay.
of Katrina. Hopefully it's ready. Yo, is it ready to show the picture? I know you're not aware of these pictures that I'm going to be showing to you, but hopefully, yo, you are ready to show that picture because even I think Katrina who's watching us will be like, oh my God, they're showing my pictures.
Oh no.
So
She'll
don't know
probably be
if
shocked.
our station is ready to show that. Yo, cue me if it's ready, then we could always go back there. So before anything else, so before we continue with some pictures and some videos we're gonna show, because the studio is trying to put something together, and I know we just changed software earlier, and that's why we were coming to you a little bit late as always. And normally we are on time, but not this time. Okay, that before anything else, before we show you some pictures and we will know more about it. So, are we able to have Ayana to do us the second number you prepared for us, and what is this song about? And hopefully your system or your mic will not give out on us for the second show, the second song, as well as your neighbor will not knock on your door and say, "Hush." Well, it's already six
Yeah.
o'clock, in UK, so they should be able to wake up. People in UK they wake up so early for there to have their Costas coffee. Okay. Oh, okay, can we show the pictures now of Ayana's mom before I give the floor to her to sing her song? Her. Oh, that's the grandma. That's Grandma Purita. Okay. Anyway, okay, that's mom and Grandma Purita. So that's Katrina. But there's one that I sent. Yes. Yes, that's them. Okay. So since you said you're Tom and Jerry, any message for mom from you?
Mom, just keep being you. I don't mind. Like, I don't mind. Like, not all the time. I get it. The loudness is just really your natural volume. It's not really you being mad, but please tone it down sometimes. Thank you. That's all. Because sometimes it's misleading.
Now,
But
yo, let's
yeah.
show. When I was doing my research on her, I keep seeing this lady, and her name is Purita. That's Grandma Purita. Can we show that picture again? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I keep seeing her in your Facebook page. And what is? Are you very close to your grandma?
Yes, I am very close to my grandma to the point that I'm lola's, yung laking lola. Laking lola
Oh,
ako. Kasi, while my mom was working very early in the morning, she had to leave very early. So I'm at my grandma's care. So she really guided me in some ways. So she nurtured me in some ways as well. And we're basically kind of attached to the hip. And and growing up, like whenever I do my recitals, she would make the dresses and she would always be there in my recitals whenever. It's like she's basically like a proxy or a representative of my mom in recitals. So
so
she's always
the,
with me.
since you are you're a Lola's little girl. So any message for Grandma Purita or Puring? They call her Puring.
Yes, Lola Puring. Lola, always stay healthy, and I can't wait to see you soon.
And let's show the picture of the family with Lola Puring. I think it's a Christmas. Yeah, right there. I think it's a graduation picture,
Yes.
and that's your mom on your left. We're looking at it, and of course that's Katrina on your left, your mom, and then of course the lady in red. That's Lola Puring. When was this taken?
This was probably taken during the pandemic. I was supposed to have my graduation, at least ang sabi ng, at least that's what they told us. That we would have a graduation ceremony around June of 2021. Pero it ended up getting delayed. Na-move na yung physical graduation ceremony on 2022. So we had our own mini ceremony. Kaya umuwi si nanay kasi she thought the graduation was in 2021. But it got
So she
delayed.
went
So
home all the way
it's
from
fine.
Qatar. Okay, since you talk about graduation, can we show the graduation picture here? Such a pretty,
Yo.
pretty picture. See, all these pictures she didn't even know. But hopefully, you capture that. I forwarded that to you earlier. So hopefully we could see her graduation picture of Ayana. So it's a beautiful, well taken picture of you, and hopefully they could catch it. I think they're having difficulty at the station. That's what happened when it's live show. So we'll get back to that once they're finding all the pictures that I send them. But for the meantime, let's see. We have more people here. Okay. And then Grace Malabanan de Castro is watching from Qatar. Hello, Grace. And then there's more. And then, okay, hold on. Who else? Rosana. Oh, Louis is watching. Louis Roa is watching. Hello, Louis is watching from Seattle, Washington. Louis. And then Luz Meminda Marasigan is watching from Cavite. Hi, Luz Meminda. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Hello to Eddie as well. And then, okay, here we go. The graduation picture. Let's show that. Let's reminisce. There you
Ooh.
go. Oh my God. Look at you. And this was
Yeah.
taken at UST, right?
No,
Is
since
this the
it
high
was in
school
the
picture
pandemic.
from Santa
No,
Isabel?
hindi po. This is USC. Correct po kayo.
UST.
So, what they did or ang ni-require nila sa aming mga graduating is like, okay, take a photo somewhere, basta plain white background, fix yourself, and then we'll just edit the
Oh,
toga.
that's so sad.
Yeah. Kaya whenever I see my other batchmates na recently lang graduate that actually went to the photo booth, I'm like, oh, nakitsura ng photo booth na yun. Because it's like
Well,
everyone's
the
like
pandemic
holding it.
changes everything, no? It's so
That's
sad.
true.
But when I saw this, it took me a while to. I said, "Is this the Santa Isabel picture?" But I said, "No, she should be very, very young then." But then again, I saw some of your later pictures. I said, "This has to be your USD picture, but this not the USD color though, because normally the USD color is gold." So I said, I'm just gonna ask her later. But that's a pretty, pretty
Mm.
picture, and I know
Oh,
your mom and your, of course, Lola Puring was I would assume very, very happy to see you
mm.
graduate from
Well,
that wonderful university.
well, kasi po, the UST has several colleges and they have their own color-coded assignments.
Yeah,
So for the Conservatory of Music, it's pink, baby
baby
pink.
pink. Yeah.
Yeah, like for accounting, I think it was red. Yeah. And for people in business, I think it was blue. So it's like Hogwarts in a way.
Okay, now while we continue on the second part, I would give you the floor again for your next performance. And I'm excited to know what this is and why did you choose this song again and any significance of this song to you and why did you choose this particular song. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you the floor back. The phenomenal Ayana Poblete. Go Ayana.
Okay, well, thank you. So the next song I'm gonna sing is from the musical Evita, which everyone knows that there's a movie version of it, which Madonna starred in and played as the leading role, Madame Evita Peron. And everyone knows the song Don't Cry for Me, Argentina, which I completely understand. It's a very dramatic and monumental anthem, basically. However, there's a hidden song in the musical itself that is much more niche and underrated, and it's called You Must Love Me. Now, the reason why I chose this is because one, it's niche. I like looking for hidden things. They're like hidden gems. It's fun. And at the same time, it's like I can feel her insecurity and well, this is my interpretation at least. I feel her insecurity of like what to do now, what to do next. She feels a little bit helpless and hopeless that she's gonna lose her husband's affections just because she's ill. But yeah, and it's like she's looking for validation. It's like there probably was a time for everyone that we're seeking that sense of validation and affirmation. So I'm like, sounds nice. Sounds relatable. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the reason why I chose this song. Okay. Here we go. Where do we go from here? This isn't where we intended to be. We had it all. You believed in me. I believed in you. Certainties disappear. What do we do for our dreams to survive? How do we keep all our passions alive as we used to do? Deep in my heart, I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say. Scared to confess what I'm feeling. Frightened you'll slip away. You must love me. You must love me. Why are you at my side? How can I be any use to you now? Give me a chance and I'll let nothing has changed. Deep in my heart, I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say. Scared to confess what I'm feeling. Frightened you'll slip away. You must love me. You must love me. Love me.
Wow, that's so cool. And that was, you're disturbing your neighbor again. Are you okay?
Not really. But yeah, this is a problem, probably a normal thing.
You okay?
There's really nothing else I could do about this.
Okay, well, what we're gonna do to make it easier for them is because if your
Mhm.
neighbor is complaining about your singing, is that what it is?
Yeah, because what I notice about the houses here in UK
London.
is like the outside looks so concrete, but the inside is so thin. Like the
Okay,
walls are
don't
so
worry
thin.
because I'm ready for that because like what I said, I've been traveling as well. So I'm ready for
Mm,
that. So we have, tell them that no worry, I would not keep you singing, but we will
mm,
definitely have some some way of doing it because I have some tape ready
mm.
for them to
It is
really.
It is kind of ironic. I did warn them ahead of time, but I guess everybody forgot, which I completely
Yeah,
understand.
it's okay
Everyone's
because
stressed.
it is 6 o'clock in the morning there, 6:30.
Yeah.
So and it's on a Saturday, so I understand. But see, we're so ready. PHLB Radio and my show is always ready for that, and we're ready for things like this, especially when you are in a foreign country. We don't want to create any animosity between your neighbor. Don't worry, you'll be surprised on how we could go around to it, and we're ready for that. But it's okay to continue with the. At least you don't have to sing, right? You can just chit chat. You can just talk, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Now we have more people here watching us. So it's sabi ni Grace Malabanan de Castro. Wow, galing mo Ayana. Nakakaiyak ang song mo. Nako Grace, just watch. There's two more songs already prepared for her, and then of course Rosanna, who's the conduit of me having you here. She said, excited ako. And then, nabuking mo raw. Sabi niya, Palangga Katrina Poblete Salum, booking ka ni Ayana. Because of the mother-daughter relationship. Si Isay Belanio. Hey, Isay, or Essay, Isay. Hey, I'm gonna reach out to you. I want to guest you too. I listened to her. She's also a fantastic singer. So I'll reach out to you one of these days so you could guest on my show as well. Okay, now since you mentioned about You Must Love Me, so itatagal na natin. Ako, baka mapagalitan na talaga ako dito. Pagalitan ako talaga ng nanay mo. So, are you single right now? Makinig ka rito, Katrina, ha? Bubukihin natin to ngayon.
No, she is fully aware, but I understand naman her situation. Like she's not near me, she's far away, and just like any mother, concerned siya. I'm alone here. Kaya, she's a bit antsy about it, but yeah, I'm currently seeing someone, and we're in the dating phase. We're figuring things out, and hopefully in the new year, who knows?
Yeah. So at least you don't have
So
to,
yeah.
that song was not dedicated to him, right? That you must
No.
love me because I think, like what you mentioned. See, this is the thing. We were talking offline, Katrina earlier. Ayana and I were talking about it. So I kind of asked her things that I should not discuss. I said, "Oh, that's okay. You could tell, you could discuss," because some people were already texting me on my other private line said, "Is she she's single?" So for people who are interested, she is dating for 3 months now, and she's dating an English, a Briton, okay? Not a Filipino, but a Briton. So, yan.
Whoops. On a
Teka
safe
muna,
there.
si Nars Rueda, ha ha ha, sabi niya.
Uh,
Tapos, si Adele Ordinario is watching us from, Adele, are you in Las Vegas or are you in Long Beach now? Sabi niya, hi, Jush Andowitt and Ayana. Tapos, nagtatawanan mga titas mo. Sabi, Nars Rueda,
yeah.
kinakabahan ako. Sabi ni Rosana.
Kasi it's like, I can't blame them. Lalo na pong mga tita ko, especially si Tita Nurse.
Uh-huh.
Like, and especially my mom as well. I'm not surprised that they're gonna be like that. Pero they know that I'm seeing someone. They're fully aware kasi ganun ako ka-transparent sa kanila.
And you have to. I think that's the beauty of being a Filipina. We know you were raised well. Your mom, your Lola Purita, they raised you really, really well. So I think you know the do's and don'ts of things. And you're still young. There's a whole world to see, especially with your talent, with your expertise, with your education. My advice to you as a, I would say not older, wiser person is know your limitations and at the same time, you know your priorities. And that's my advice to you because sometimes you get all caught up and being the coldness of the of England, then just your values. Go back to your core. That's my advice. Now, to keep you rested as well, before there's a few more things we need to discuss later, but so you don't get in trouble with your neighbor, I have this wonderful song that you did. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching us right now, there's this beautiful song. It's one of my favorite songs, and she fantastically sang it in her YouTube. By the way, we will discuss her YouTube and social media handle later, so at least you could follow her. I think you need to do more on your YouTube because you the last entry was like 2 years ago. So let us play one of that song because later we will play also that we will air that song that you did, which is a French song, and I think it's common to all the Filipinos because this was the song that we'll play later was taken from I think it's not La Cacha Fall. It's a French song from that movie, Moulin Rouge. I think it's Moulin Rouge, but we'll see later. But for now, we're gonna play one of my favorite song of all time, the song taken from Anastasia. Yeah, so without much further ado, here we go. Once Upon December.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and warm, horses prance through a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across my memory.
Wow, that's more like it because I noticed earlier, I know you wanted to belt it out, but you were
Mm.
timid. And I knew that there might be because of the neighbors, because I know
Yeah.
how it is being in London. So that's why I kind of prepared something. And I know this was a 2-year-old tape, but that's really who you are. See the way you sound. Because earlier you were timid, and I said, that it doesn't. I mean, you have a beautiful voice, but you cannot really belt it out because it's too early in the
Yeah.
morning in London. But the good thing about it is, guess what? Your mom said, it's fine, Kuya Josh. She's of the right age. Naku, si Katrina, pinapayagan ka na talaga.
Oh my God, if it was a year ago, she would say no. Honestly, no joke. Even though I'm off age, as she says, I'm like, nah, she would
It
say
could be
no.
also reverse psychology.
I know that's I'm like, this is why I think it's Tom and Jerry. It's like, is this a game? Are we chasing now?
Well, at least we have it on file that she said
Yep,
it's fine. Oh, which
she
is
said
good.
it.
And then Rosanna Millar says, "Wow." Okay, and then they're giving you a lot of hearts. And then Adele Ordinario is not in Las Vegas anymore. She's in Long Beach. Okay, and then of course giving you claps. Oh, and Louis Roa. And Louis Roa is one of the best singer also, and he's also an anchor here and host. PHLB, he has a show Friday night with Louis Roa, and he said hello, hello, and she said giving you claps and all that. Oh, happy belated birthday, by the way, Louis Roa. And then of course Louis is based in Seattle, Washington. Sabi ni Rosana Millar, yes, crystal clear voice. Yan. Yan ang sabi niya. Okay. Sorry. Portland pala. Portland, Oregon. Kinorek ako. Nakorek ako bigla. Portland, Oregon. Sorry, sorry, Lua ha. Louis. Sorry. Pero belated happy birthday. Portland, Oregon. He's a superstar there. Talagang all his concerts are sold out, and he's been multi-awarded Phil-Am singer here in the United States. So congratulations on all your awards, Louis, and more power to you, and more awards to come. And of course, he has a show Friday night. That's every Friday, of course. Now, ito na, part 3 tayo. So we know you're not available, you're dating, and of course, you are in UK by yourself, and mom is kind of okay with that. And then what about Lola Puring? Is she okay with that? Have you shown them the picture?
Yes, I have.
Kasi
Let
meron din akong
me.
picture dito.
No. Okay. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What
No,
will
of
I
course,
tell them?
no. Okay, but we're gonna show because you mentioned in offline earlier that you have a dad. Okay, let's
Yes.
show his picture. You have uh, 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 um, can we show the picture of Ayana and dad? Okay, that's your dad. Okay, tell us more about him.
He is my stepfather. He is Lebanese. And today, since I'm following December 2, so we're more ahead, it's his birthday today.
I know, that's
So,
why I made sure I put his name. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! What's his name?
Alan, but it's spelled as Alain, which is very much a very French pronunciation, Alan. So,
Alan.
but
Yeah.
some people would think it's Alain, but it's
Alain, like
Alan.
if it's an American,
But
it's Alain Delon. They got it from that actor Alain Delon. Yeah, but it's Alain. Okay.
yes,
So happy birthday! So any message for him?
Dad, I'll see you very soon, and yeah, hopefully we'll get more pints together. Yep. So yeah, joyeux anniversaire.
So how many times do you see your family? How many times do you go to Doha?
I guess I only go there. We kind of have this conditions like during the holidays. It's either we go there or they come back to the Philippines,
Uh,
and we kind of plan it ahead of time. It's like, okay, who's going, who's coming home, who's doing this and that. But I think most of the time now it's like they're mostly the ones coming back home. So I guess I see them mostly on holidays.
Now, well, the holidays is just around the corner. Are you planning to go to
Mm.
Doha? Are you planning to the Philippines? Or are you staying in UK?
I'm planning to visit the Philippines on the 17th.
Oh my
So,
God, how long are you going
yeah,
to be in the Philippines?
I think um I think until January. Like I'm not sure if it was January 10 or January 4, but
Oh
I'll be
my
there for a
God, I'll
while.
be there too. Let's get together.
Yes, please. That would
Yeah,
be
that will be so
amazing.
cool. So is mom and dad going to be there too?
Yes, we will all be there. We're all
Rosanna,
gonna.
hopefully you could join us. I'll be in Manila in January, hopefully December, but we'll see. And hopefully, by God willing, we're all going to be there and we're going to be, oh, that would be so cool. Now, where did you get your singing? Did you inherit it from mom or from Lola Puring? So who's a singer in your family aside from yourself?
No one. If I'm being
Are you
brutally honest,
serious?
if I'm being brutally honest, no one in the family is musically inclined.
What do you
Like,
mean? It has to be from your genes. What are you talking about?
yeah. Ancestor wise, we do have someone who, as far as I know, at least this is what I can remember. I was told that one of our ancestors was a Poblete that co-composed
Yeah.
um the national anthem.
Yes.
And so I wasn't really sure which one they were pertaining to, but I guess that's where it is. But it just died down from him. And then I popped up.
You know, baby, there's some latent talent from your mom or Mama Puring. Because
No one
okay,
sings.
if there's no musically inclined your family other than the one of the person involved with the national anthem, so when did
Yes.
you get the desire? Because normally a lot of
Mm,
the singers and artists I've interviewed in the past, it's either mom is a singer or a musician in the family. There's a musician in the family. So what made you interested in music?
family does have an influence on me. Because when growing up, I'm surrounded by music. It's like for example, Barbie, Barbie movies, like the earlier 2000s. It's like a Barbie musical movie, so they have lots of songs there. And I was also influenced by my mom because she would pull out these CDs from like the like music of ABBA and Sharon Goneta and Bee Gees. Oh, she's an avid fan of ABBA. I don't know what's happening. Like every time, if we put the music on, we have to sing. Like I don't know why. Like it's an instant karaoke at the house. And of course, I'm also surrounded by people like my grandma who would put on the radio and we would listen to music that are very old time-ish, like who do you call this? Madame Pelita Corrales, and there's probably a lot more. I just forget the name. So yeah, yeah. So basically there.
Okay, before we continue, Rosanna said, yeah, gusto ko na umuwi tuloy. And then she said, oh, from Ninang Edwina Poblete. And then, of course, she said, hello and happy birthday to your dad. Oh, and then, oh, see, your tita Nars Rowena said, me. I sing in the bathroom.
That is actually true.
And
I
then,
would
of course,
hear her.
everybody's claiming it's from them now. Then Tita Jer said, ha ha ha. And then from me, sabi naman ni Rosana. Oh, then hello, sabi ni RJ Francis. Good job, Ayana. Who is
Thank
RJ
you.
Francis?
RJ is RJ is actually a close friend of my mom's, and is currently designing. He ended up connecting to me and my mom because we we designed a website together.
Yeah.
Well, mostly him, but yeah. And
So, hello,
um
RJ Francis. Happy viewing.
yes.
Okay.
And
Now, who are your influences? Since you said
oh dear.
it's not from your mom, it's not from your dad. So, who are your musical influences growing up?
Mm.
Let's
Since
go
I'm
local first.
there.
Let's go Filipino first.
Okay, since I'm mostly exposed to Ryan Cayabyab,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
he's a
mostly
national artist
exposed
now
to
for
him.
music.
Yes, and I guess ang pinakasikat niyang song na napakinggan ko always, almost parang disease na siya sa akin. Pero it's like, pero hindi ko siya mabitawan. That's why I love it so much. Yung kantang Paraiso.
Ah, that's Smoky Mountain.
Yes. Yes. And
Yeah,
like the fact that he made
they're
us
good
sing
friends
those
of
things.
mine, Geneva Cruz as well as Jeffrey Hidalgo. Jeffrey guested here already. Hopefully, one of these days in Geneva naman. Oh, that's nice. How about for foreign? Who are your influencers or
For
you admire
foreign,
for on the foreign side?
foreign, well, uh, before when I started, I was introduced to the movie musical Sound of Music.
Oh,
So,
Julie
uh,
Andrews. Yeah.
so Julie Andrews. But now since I'm branching out to other genres, like pop, of course, Lady Gaga, she will always be my queen because I love the fact that she incorporates art in her performance. It's like you can see it while she's playing the piano. You see it in her fashion. So it's like a visual shock to everybody, but it's the perfect representation of what art actually is. It's very
And
freeing.
she's amazing, and
She's amazing.
she ventured into acting as well. Remember, the Star is
Yes, I
Born. I mean,
did.
it's amazing,
I
and
did
she won
see
an
that.
Oscar for Shallow. Just amazing.
Yes,
That's amazing musician. Very very up there.
yes,
You know, like
yes.
yeah,
I
and of course, the early years was really a shocker because of the things that she
yes.
does. You know, she's the only one that wear a gown made of meat, animal meat. And then there's one time I think it was the Grammy. She came in and then inside an egg.
That's an amazing representation of life.
Yeah, I know
But
it's
but
amazing, amazing. Okay,
but if I'm an introvert, I would also probably do that. Be in an egg, just stay
Rosanna,
there
she
all
said
night.
one of the DJ, RJ Francis is a DJ too.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
okay.
a
One of the
radio
DJ
jockey.
in Doha, Qatar. So, okay. Then RJ Francis, one of the best DJ according to Rosanna. See,
Okay.
Rosanna is everywhere, and she's the one who
Yeah, she.
introduced a lot of talents from Doha. And I told her one of these days, God willing, I'll be producing a show in Doha, Qatar.
Mm,
Hopefully next year, 2024.
mm.
So watch out, Rosanna. Definitely we'll do something together in Doha. And hopefully we could include this young lady. If not, we'll do a show in Europe. And maybe if he's still around. And so when are you planning to you're gonna stay permanently in UK or just finishing your studies in UK and then do you go back to the Philippines or you go back to Doha?
I do have intentions to stay here more in the UK because I want to. I can see myself staying here,
Yeah.
and I want to challenge myself to do auditions here as well, and probably further establish myself as an artist here. So that a little touch of Filipino in some productions, hopefully. So in the future, that's why I want to stay.
And that's, I think, if you are in London, the West End has opened already for Filipino
Mm,
because of Leia's involvement. And I know Rachel Ann did Miss Saigon as well as Hamilton. And of course,
yes.
there's another lady who decided to go back. Oh, and I know for the guy, it is, I don't think it's Mark Bautista, but I think it's Gerald Santos did Gerald Santos did Miss Saigon as well. And of course, there's such revival. I think you'll be great an addition to the West End, if I may say
Mm.
myself. Ah, ito talaga si Rosana, sabi niya. Oh, who's Ron Poblete? Ron, sabi niya, hello Ayana, so very talented, watching proudly from Las Vegas, Nevada. I think he's your uncle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Hi
is my
Ron, happy
uncle.
viewing to you. And then of course, Rosana Millar said, RJ Francis, of course, pinakagwapo pa. Ha ha ha. Talaga may ganun ha. Rosana
I
talaga may
agree.
ganun. Okay, now, what makes you cry? Bakit, kailan ka umiiyak at bakit?
Sibuyas. I'm kidding. Um, okay, medyo real naman kasi I do cook a lot here. Because to save money then, and so yeah, sibuyas does make me cry. Pero yeah, pero there are instances like yeah, homesickness. It is a thing. It's a powerful thing na hindi siya mamamalayan at the beginning kasi nga it's like oh we're all excited pero at the middle of it all. Like, mararamdaman mo yung homesickness. And I guess this also applies to other international students and especially OFWs as well. Kaya, homesickness is that's the thing. It's like, I miss the warm food na hindi ako yung nagluluto. Hindi ako nagluluto. But it's like, yung ganong klaseng warm sense of community through food. It's
Yeah,
like a double whammy for me. It's like, gusto ko na
I
umuwi.
understand. I
Pero
understand.
career first, so I
So, would you
understand
consider
that.
yourself to be a good cook since you said you cook all the time?
Ah, um, I managed to share my cooking to two people, and so far they've said, yeah, they like my food, and they've been searching for it, and yeah, and they're asking me how to cook it. I'm like, I'm the worst person to ask, but I'll try my best to instruct you. If not, here's a YouTube link. Like, here's for
Now,
the best.
you mentioned earlier you are venturing into different genre. Among the genres
Mhm.
that you are doing, the ballad, the pops, and the musical theater, what is your most favorite genre?
Mm, um, Nowadays, I'm looking into
Mm,
jazz genre, like the blues and stuff like that, because it's very challenging for a person to do on the spot improvisation.
mhm.
That's why nowadays I'm looking into people like Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh wow!
Like, she's a, and she's an amazing
Yeah, she's the
woman.
queen. She's one of
Yeah,
the queen. Yeah.
that's why it's like, I always listen to her a lot. It's like, oh, if only I could sing more today, I would be singing My Funny Valentine,
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
honestly, but yeah, if only.
Yeah, don't
But
worry.
yeah.
I mean, we have something ready later. So watch out, you guys. There's more. There's more of this young lady, and then of course we're getting more claps about you and from the chat room. Okay, now also, so we know that you cooked, and then what makes you cry. So what do you pray for?
Mm, I pray to always stay strong. The reason why strong not only for myself, but I pray for strength in general. I'll say it like that. I pray for strength. This When I pray for strength, I pray not only for myself, but to all the other individuals who are in my position, someone far away from home. I pray also for the strength of everyone's health, not
Yeah,
only in my family, but my extended family as well. Not when I mean extended family, not just my relatives by blood, but also the relatives we make along the way. Because there are so many challenges in life. There are so many ups and downs to the point that you just want to drop everything. But I keep praying for strength that, to always just hang in there. Like, maybe there's something else. That's why this type of stress is coming to my life. That's why I pray for strength to grant me that lesson, whatever that lesson may be in this
and and
stressful
and
situation.
always they said prayers do move mountains, and dreams
Yes.
do come true. So what are your dreams, Ayala? What do you
Mm,
dream for? Or what do you dream about?
food. No. Like,